Hello, Heidi Lynn from Harnessing Life here. Today's video is going to be about healthy relationships and what they can look like. I've noticed that many of those on my Facebook group are unsure of what a healthy relationship even should look like, because after many years of trauma, either if you have parents you never learned, or if you just had a lot of trauma throughout your whole life, you don't remember, maybe you were taught, or whatever the case may be. Many of you feel like you don't even know what a healthy relationship looks like anymore. So I'm just going to talk about a few simple things to keep in mind as far as relationships go. One thing is something that didn't really happen in my childhood growing up was saying goodbye and saying hello. They're such simple things, and yet it shows that there's emotion involved in the relationship. It shows that there's no apathy, because at least in my experience growing up, there would be someone would leave or someone would come and nobody really cared. It didn't really matter. At least that's what I learned growing up. So when I got married to my husband, it became a big deal, saying goodbye and saying hello. But I've learned through our marriage with him and his family interactions on his side that it's a good thing. It's a good thing to be aware of who's there with you, to be concerned about them, which actually is my next thought, was showing concern. Now that concern can be something that's more of a loving concern, like, are you okay? Making sure that you have everything that you need, making sure that you have all the time that you're looking for, or whatever the case may be with that. Or also it could be concern as in getting things that you like. In my relationship, sometimes my husband will notice that I'm really stressed and he'll go out and get my favorite little canister of ice cream for me. Sometimes it's a drink or some sugary treat or whatever, but something that shows that you care. Those little things are important, and they are part of having a healthy relationship. Also, being able to talk about the hard stuff. When someone doesn't know how to talk about the hard stuff, it's okay if they don't know and they're willing to learn. It's not okay if they don't know and they don't care. That's not healthy. So part of a healthy relationship would be to, if they don't know, learn together how to talk through the hard stuff, the emotions. When something happens that you two disagree with, you have to be able to sit down and talk about it. So that's really important. Also, in a healthy relationship, you would respect each other's boundaries. No means no. And that goes for eating, for the intimate part of the relationship, for things that you're uncomfortable with, whether it be, them going out with friends or you going out with friends or something, you have to be able to respect those boundaries. Now, in a narcissistic or toxic relationship, they will take advantage of that. So you have to make sure, this is my next point, that there's a give and take. Okay, because you can have the boundaries respected, right, by one person, but not the other. And that's not a healthy relationship either, because that's what makes it toxic or narcissistic. So the give and take is very important. And that can be give and take in household chores. It can be give and take in family responsibilities. Relationships. That's what this video is about, so that's on my mind. But it could be family responsibilities, or it could also be give and take within the relationship. Giving you time, but also knowing when they need to take time for themselves, or vice versa. Within the relationship could also be give and take with things like being vulnerable, showing loyalty, like not talking about you or sensitive topics about you with other people. That's not part of a healthy relationship. But having that loyalty and trust within the relationship is part of a healthy relationship. So those are just some things that I had thought about that hopefully you can analyze your relationships and think about what may be lacking and what you can work on together or look forward to in a possible future relationship. So I hope this helps you, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.